Hello YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a bag dump for you guys. This is something that has been requested a lot, and finally I'm in a place currently backpacking, and I figured, hey, while I'm unpacking my bag and getting things set up for the night, why don't I show you what I got? So this is, oh, I should probably tell you where I'm at. The bugs are wild, so I apologize if I keep, whacking my arm. So I'm currently in West Virginia in the Monongahela National Forest, specifically in the Dolly Sods. So let's just jump right in. This bag is a Gopro 22 mag, I believe with a 24-inch frame. I usually run bags on the front of it when I'm hunting, just because inevitably you're going to have more gear when you're actually hunting, but I took them off today to help lighten my load a little bit. But you'll see I've packed some sort of luxury items that I would not recommend on like a true multi-day backpacking trip. This is just for a single day overnight and then single day out, you know what I mean? It's like 2-day, 1 night, which is what I'm doing currently. So I'll talk through that as I dump the bag. So let's start, I guess, right at the top. I have an empty bag of dried mango, sweetened whenever you're hiking. Mangoes are, and I eat them all of the time, preferably unsweetened, but whenever you are hiking your ass off all day long, sweetened is the way to go. I've got some bars, beef jerky, sunflower seeds, and another bar. So snacky food items that I can just grab and munch, always on top. Next, let's just go right for the side compartments. So this bag is nice because it has these sort of beveled pockets on the side where you can really, you can end up packing too much because you end up with so much extra room. But I've got in here, this is a little, I don't know what it is, a Yeti Mug. I don't even know how many ounces this is. This is filled with root beer, and it is a chaser for what is hiding in this beveled pocket, which is whiskey. So that is for around the campfire tonight. Normally, I would not recommend packing in those types of bottles or containers just because it's so much extra weight. Also have, this is just some oatmeal. And then this is a sweet Nemo mug. I love this thing that we'll use. Well, I guess normally if you have like oatmeal in a packet, it's nice to have a little bowl to eat it out of. You can eat it out, out of the bag. But these containers are nice because obviously you don't need a bowl if you don't want to pack one in. But this thing is also great for like morning coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker, but even like tea. On this other side, I've got Gopro, which battery's dead. Who's the loser who doesn't check the battery levels? I also have a Packable Puffy jacket. This is partially to keep me warm, although the low's only 60 tonight, but partially for a pillow. So I might put it on after the sun goes down if I need it. Otherwise, I would always recommend bringing some kind of insulating layer. You never know what you're gonna get into. I've got, these are just a pair of like little shorts, extra pair of socks. There's a pen in my puffy jacket pocket. That's weird. Okay, so that's what's in both bevels. Let's go right inside, shall we? This is my favorite part about this bag, is that it opens all the way down. So you're gonna see this exactly how I had this packed. So this was not moved around for you guys. Mountain House, more oatmeal. Some of this stuff is also for Nick and myself. My boyfriend Nick is currently collecting firewood, and I was like, great, I'm gonna film my bag drop. More mugs. This is like my go-to. You can tell that it's like old and used. For the longest time, this is how I would like boil my water before I finally just sucked it up and bought, like a little MSR. And then I've got a little spork, spoon and fork thing. That'll be great for oatmeal. I've got a thermocell, which normally this is not something that I would bring with me, but the bugs are wild tonight, so I will definitely be using that later. This is a little plastic bag full of newspaper and cardboard that I will use to start a fire. Here is the MSR looking stove. This is called Optimus Terra. But this is essentially, you know, the fuel to start it. And then I've got in this little bag, I don't want to pull this all the way up, but you can see it's just a little pot to boil some water or cook some food. Okay. This is a pillow, a packable, lightweight pillow. Nick will be using this. So this is his. I'll just use my puffy jacket if I feel like I need a pillow, but this is nice to have. This is the tent, believe it or not. This is an ultralight 2-person little like spike tent. This one's by Nemo. Nemo makes some really great backpacking stuff, whether you're a hunter or, you know, just a recreational backpacker. So this is literally the tent, and then it's held up with my trekking poles, which trekking poles are off camera right now, but you'll see how that guy goes up later. This, also by Nemo, is my mattress, or not mattress, my sleeping pad. This freaking big sleeping pad, also by Nemo, fantastic. I've got a knife in here. This guy happens to be a Havalon. This honestly is just in here because I normally hunt with this bag. This is not sort of like my everyday carry knife that I would typically recommend having with you if you're just on a, you know, on a backpacking trip, but fantastic for hunting. And then here's where like major luxury comes in. This is what we're having for dinner tonight, which I would never in a million years do this normally, but for today, what the hell. So we've got tortillas, some aluminum foil, some seasoning, taco, and then this is the real beauty, some whitetail. Now this guy was frozen solid when we left the house this morning, and he is now nice and soft. Still cold, like cold to the touch though. So this will be fantastic over the fire with the seasoning. Basically just gonna make whitetail tacos, which again, I wouldn't normally do. I did think about packing in like an avocado, tomato, but I didn't. Now to the sides. So over here, I've got this little bag. This is filled with sunscreen, toothpaste, toothbrush, more sunscreen, and chapstick. I've got a little Advil container. This does have Advil in it. It also has melatonin. Melatonin is fantastic if you have trouble falling asleep. Honestly, I use melatonin like regular day to day, but in, you know, in the backcountry if you need it. And then this is some water purification iodine. Good to have, although we probably won't need it on this trip. I have a 3-liter Camelback, and then, where is it? And then over here, a 1-liter Nalgene bottle. So I have 4 liters of water total. This is really like the last of, almost the last of it. I have some paper towels. These were in a plastic bag, but we found blueberries. So I had to, you know, I needed a bag to put all my blueberries in, which let's see if I can, yeah, like, so cool. I'm literally sitting in, drop one, a blueberry bush right now. They're everywhere. It's fantastic. I have some paracord. Normally I wouldn't bring this much paracord like this. There are just like different ways that you can bring it. Don't bring it like this. I don't know. I just wanted some string. This is really great when you're hunting, but, and then some garbage bags. So that is that. And then last but not least, don't you hate it when your headlamp is on and it just like wastes the battery? Anyways, headlamp. Look at this, is the cutest thing ever. It's a mini bottle of olive oil. So that'll be for cooking the whitetail. Do have some bug spray, and then 2 lighters and pack of matches. The only thing that is not inside my bag is my sleeping bag on the bottom. Ah, whiskey! So you can see that is my sleeping bag. That one's also by Nemo, actually. I love to strap my sleeping bag to the bottom of the bag. It just opens up so much room inside. If you needed to, you could strap other things to the bottom. These straps come around the front, so you could always, like, you know, put stuff on the front. Normally, folks would probably, like, things that I don't have that I would probably recommend would be some sort of first aid kit. I would prefer to have some type of steri-pen or water, you know, other water purification system other than just the iodine. If I was hunting, I would have a lot more stuff. I would have game bags, I would have my tags, I probably have a pair of like latex gloves, something to help clean up, obviously a weapon. Leave me comments down below with items that either you think I should include in my pack or items that you use that you love to have with you whenever you're out in the backcountry. Again, whether if you're a hunter or just recreational backpacker, you know, we all function the same pretty much. So I want to know. So tell me down below. And that's it. So thank you guys. If you like this video, please do share it with a friend, hit that like button, and do not forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.